Hello and welcome back to Let Supreme Ghost Thief. We're going to play Ascend the Dim Valley today, which is a mission by DirkBogan from 2020, same author as Compulsory Egress. Before that though, I wanted to say that this is the last mission actually that I had on my to-play list. So I don't know what I'm going to play next. Also, my upload frequency will also go down quite considerably after the month of May. So about another month or so, I'll be able to upload a few missions, but after that it'll be much more rare, I'm afraid. Our family is moving across the country. We're moving to Pennsylvania. We bought a house there, and we're going to do some work on that, and Thief will be very low on my list of priorities. The life situation will be a little bit uncertain, and also the work situation will be different. So yeah, but I've done what I wanted to do on my channel, so anything extra now will just be bonus, whatever I have time to do, whenever I have time to do it. I am planning on doing the Black Parade whenever that gets released, but who knows when that is, and I don't know how frequent, we'll just have to see. But I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has supported me and subscribed to my channel over the last 9-10 years almost, since I started it. It's been overwhelmingly positive feedback, so thank you to everyone who has watched and commented and liked my videos. I really appreciate that. Hopefully you like this video as well. I'm not going to read the briefing for this one. Basically, there has been an area in a mountainside that has been discovered, an entrance to, and a couple of different families has been established there, and they are sort of in a feud, and we are tasked to go in there and get something, basically, is what it is. So here are the objectives. You're confident that one of the two families vying for power in Craggenmense, that's the name of this rift in the mountain, this valley, has the Iron Facade. It's just a matter of stealing it once you know for sure. So the Iron Facade is apparently a famous artifact that has been discovered. Should be easy to make a profit from this trip. You know half a dozen collectors of obscure junk who'd love anything from the sequestered dump. Steal 3,500 worth of valuables. No risk of the Baron's dogs coming down on you, but the valley might have its own brutal rules for punishing killers. Best avoid becoming one. The keepers might have an intellectual interest in this hole in the ground, but you couldn't care less about that. Head back as soon as you can. Okay, so this mission can be Supreme Ghosted. But there is one extra objective here that can pop up, and there's actually something that can be done with all the objectives that I will show you, but that I won't do. And I'll explain my reasoning behind that. But that extra objective that is triggered, I am most probably going to skip for something that is a little bit unfortunate, but I'll mention that as well as I go along here. Okay, so we start in a cave. It seems like we've been spending the night here or something. This mission is supposed to be played without texture filtering, but I have kept that on just because texture filtering off makes it very grainy, and I don't think that's very good for YouTube compression. So I want to try to keep the quality as high as possible, but it's all the original textures. Nothing is updated here. We start with our compass and our lockpicks. That's it, and then we do have 2 rope arrows, so that's good. There we go. Let's make a save. We have no map right now, but we will get a few throughout. Here's a water arrow. There's a rope up to a well, and that's where our mission really starts. So here, this is quite immense. So that's the view that you're met with when you come out of the well here. So the design in this mission is very, very unique. Because of that, I like it better than Compulsory Egress, but that's also a very good mission. I would probably say that this one isn't as tailored to ghosting. I think it's easier to ghost, though there are some tight areas. There's no, like, super difficult moves, like there was, for example, in Compulsory Egress. There is a guard, I think, right up here that stops right there. So we're going to wait him out. But yeah, we have to get, not all the way, you can't go up to the very, very top ridge there, but you can get up to the top areas. Let's see. Let's actually go in here first. Because here's a table with a plate worth 50. See a couple of windows here into this building. And in here, there's nothing really to do for us. It's just an old, empty building. Can't go in here. And in these two, you have a flash bomb and 5 broadhead arrows. But nothing else. Let's see, is he going to come down here? I think so. Hoping we can dodge him because he's going to go there. But we might have to follow him on the way up, actually. Because when he stops, he doesn't get alerts. Yeah, no, we can't do that. Wait for him. We're going to head into one of the mansions of the two families pretty early and stay in there. So we'll get out of this guy's hair quite soon. Just check that. That one is good. Yeah, this seems okay. Let me actually, I might increase the volume here a slight bit, because I think last time the game volume seemed a little bit lower than it was supposed to be, really. Let me know how it sounds with the volume. Okay. Here's a rope arrow that you can take. I'm going to blackjack this guy because there's a readable up there that I want. Up here, underneath this door that you can't go in through. So I thought that there was a way to rope up here, that's the reason why that rope hung there, but you can't. At least I haven't found a way to. Yervin, you must cease your fretting about the roof caving in. This has been our home for years longer than you have been working in those accursed mines, and these ruined arches whose collapse you so fear were standing for centuries before our earliest forebears arrived. But I and the children will be the first of our line to try and leave if you persist in this cowardice. Demand the Vizier reinforces his mines if the risk is so great. No punishment for impudence can exceed the toll of death. Okay. Oh. There's one guard that can catch us in there. Oh.
All quiet now.
Might have been a guy that was right next to the... Let's get into shade here. And we can make a little save. So we're going to get a map soon. So I'm going to explain my way around this area a little bit then. There's a water arrow on that side, right by the lily pads there. This is a private room. I'm going to go in here first. This is an empty area. But there is a piece of loot here. There's a rug behind the bed. So we're now in the Viziers. Vizier, I think that's how you pronounce it. And that's some kind of a mage, I think. Dear one, I remain unconvinced that the security of our inanimate charge ought to be made more tenuous, just to satisfy some plebeian gawkers. Even if I were to put aside that the galleries I have opened to the public are intended to glorify my enterprise alone, I would consider the increased risk to family inexcusable. The Iron Facade will remain as high above the serfs as I can keep it. Who knows what disgruntled creep might try to light the powder keg once more. Okay. There's an empty bathroom in here. Goblets and a bottle of wine, some loaves, and then a map. Map discovered. You don't technically need that map, but I'm going to take it because I'm going to use it to show my way around, so I need it for my own sanity, if nothing else. So here we have then a map of 2 of the floors in the Vizier's home. So we entered here. I didn't show you, but there's a gate just to the north of here that you can't go through. You can only open it from the other side. So that's why I headed southwest, covered that private bedroom, and then we're in the bar right now. But yeah, you can't move further northeast to this. This has diagram bundled with light purchase, resale prohibited. So this is floor 1. So here you can access a library section. There's a drawing room, but there's a locked door here, so you can't go west to east. The key is on this side, but this section here is then sealed off. You have to come down here from the upper floor a little bit later. So that we're going to do. So the second floor above we're going to get to quite quickly. There's the gallery here on the east that was talked about. There's a private section that's a little bit interesting in the south. And then this is the stairs up to the Vizier's private floor. We cannot go up there. We can only get to the top from a very different part of the map. Come down here later. And this is a door that leads to floor 3 and also 4, and those we don't have maps for, those areas. Let me show you. Here you can see that gate. Here's a painting. A lot of the paintings in this mission have a certain style to them that I really like. They're symmetrical. Makes it a little bit uneasy to look at. Okay, we're going to go down here now. Now we're going west into the library section. Drop down here to begin with. Here's some haunt sounds almost in this area. This is the door to the drawing room that is not pickable and locked. In here we can find a vase worth 50 total, 380. Here's another cubby with a gold plate, total 430. Here's an office without anything to read. There is a door to a bedroom here. Purple vase. Total 480. Then we're going to come upstairs. We are now going up this staircase here. Wait for this archer. There's a lot of windows that people can see you through. Back here is a well-hidden stack of coins. There's some plaques around here that I'm going to read. Deeper mining produces a jackpoint. Painting commissioned by Vizier Il-Taryn. 827. Durable light covers. One provided without charge upon purchase of 2 lights. I'll reload here. Okay. This is actually a vent cover that you can get in through the other side, but you don't need to.
Who's there? Is someone there?
A grand discovery. Painting commissioned by Vizier Il-Taryn. So that's the discovery of something in the
Who's
mines
there?
then. Okay. I think we're safe here, actually. Let me show you something. This area over here. Private. A little bit unique. There's a moss arrow up on the top ledge there. So we are now moving to the southwestern section, the private area on the 2nd floor. Here's a boarded up or a gated up door. And then there's a room here. Looks like there's some toys around, so this might be a child. And a girl, maybe, that stares into what I thought first was a mirror. I'm not sure it's supposed to be a mirror, but looks like a painting. So this is actually somebody who has been kidnapped or is contained by the Vizier, and we'll learn about who that is in not too long. Okay, so over here are some gemstones. You can't take those, but it's supposed to be a part of the gallery. We have to go through that little door right there. This is how you can come back down again to the bar area. Oh, great. Now you have to come up too. Traffic here. Another one of those paintings. Silver nugget.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Staircases that are tiled is terrible.
Show yourself!
We might have to wait for him. Oh, it might be easier to just jump up there where you have to get that loot still.
Thought I...
Who's there?
What? Oh, come on. It's probably easier to take it from above. We're gonna have to follow him, so. Much easier. It's also a private section. This just brings you to a little cubby that is a dead end. So he goes in through that door. He stops right there. This is a little sitting area. Here, there's another gate. No entry. Accessing the uppermost floors will result in death without the Vizier in attendance. Now you can see that there is a switch on the other side here. So that's where we're going to come down later. So you can get up to those floors, but not this way. Here's another one of those ominous paintings. Most difficult thing is dodging guards on different floors here. Head into this area. Let's make a real save here. Goblet and plate. And let's read that. Sir, the toys you had those woodworking boys put together went down swell. Elena was ecstatic. I reckon it should be no issue to let her take them with her. Bet that'll help matters go smoothly. Besides, they don't seem like the kind of thing Glenn would have wanted even 5 years ago, let alone now. Though I guess you'd know better. Your choice. So Elena is the girl that we saw in captivity in that room. And we saw some of those little wooden toys on the floor. I assume that's what this is referring to. So that is actually the daughter of the other family that are being kept here. And then Glenn is the son of the Vizier, and he is being kept with the other family. So there's some kind of a feud that have gone pretty far here as a result of this. 680. We don't have a map of this floor here. Another painting.
Did that shadow move?
I didn't know if he was on his way up or down. There we go, silver nugget, 730. There's one more piece of loot and a readable in here. It's a spice bag, actually the last piece of loot I found. Thank you to Fortuny for pointing me in the right direction for some of those. Here's a private book. Miscellaneous ore notes. Woodworker Guild claims to still have a surplus of red ore. While it's reassuring that they'll be able to provide further paneling on request, it leaves me with no current use for the stockpile I've accumulated. Further research has revealed no function beyond the cosmetic. Using the frigid crystal I acquired in a stone or metal environment seems to keep its surroundings cold to the touch. Experiments with raw, unpreserved meat have yet to produce toxic results. Footnote says it's possible that the help have avoided reporting their illness to me. Possible avenue to expand enterprise beyond lighting apparatus only appears to provide profit motive at present. So there is a factory where this red ore is being processed that we will visit a little bit later. Okay. We're going to follow that other guard up here. Okay, he stops right there. Let's do that. Okay, so this floor here is a little bit smaller. This is actually Glenn, firstborn of the Vizier. You have to pick the lock of the door. So, This bedroom is dark, and you can see that there are dust particles, which indicates that hasn't been used for a little while. It's obviously a child's room. Up here there is a dagger. Bedroom is empty.
Huh?
I wanted to go in here. Go in here. Actually stand here because we're covered by one of the bars in the fireplace. Back here is a bottle of wine. Here is a safe here. It might be. Total 905. So we're covered by the shade, which kind of doesn't make any sense, but... $905. There's a healing potion. We wanted to follow him into the bedroom there. Grab that vase. There's nothing else in this bedroom. Oh, we can't do this because the guy downstairs will see us.
Did that shadow move?
And we can't do that either now because he's coming. Okay, then we're gonna have to wait. We have to wait here then. Whoa. Yeah, he stations himself there. That's right. I want to save it here because I don't want to make any quick saves that will ruin the run. So we gotta be able to get out of here and also time the guards on this floor and the guards below. And I have to move quickly across the tiles, so let's see.
Is someone there?
I did not mean to mantle that. Come on now. Oh, there's the guy down there. Okay. Too early jump.
Who's there?
Too late, I think.
What was that?
What?
Is this a thief I see before me? Guards! Thief!
If I can jump up on this one, because I need to get out onto the rafter in there.
Someone behind me?
Oh, now he
Can't
stopped
hear it anymore.
differently. He doesn't normally stop like that. Well, if he can stop like that, that's not a problem. Yeah, see, he doesn't usually stop like that. I don't want to slide off there, but I needed to see to make sure that he was...
Who's there?
Oh, this took a lot longer than I needed it to be. Good. Okay, this is where we need to be now. He didn't see me there. Good. So in here there is a secret panel. Go through here, and there is some kind of a shrine room. The tiara, 1080. Here's a pair of glasses. So now we're above the dining room. We can go over here. Down here's a flash bomb. We don't need that, but we need to fall down here. To do that, the best way to do it without taking damage is this. Can't drop here without taking damage, actually, so... They don't hear that. So, gold goblet in the kitchen. Who was that?
Who goes?
Okay. So we want to move north here on this floor. Here's a gold goblet. Foot of a statue. A regental, I guess, 791. Lilentry. That upstairs? I think it is upstairs. I might be safe here, I might not, I'm not sure. Yeah. Thought I heard an alert. I wasn't sure. No. Okay. We can go down here, and now we're going to come back to the eastern part of floor 1, actually. So we need to get in here. There's a bedroom here, but there's a guard, or a tenant at least, that goes in and out of that room. You'll see him soon.
Thought I saw.
Okay, well that's actually good what I heard there, because that means he doesn't alert to the door. I want that. Oh. I just want to go in here and show you this room. Another weird painting. And a statue that leans out from the drapes. I always thought that was quite ominous. And then behind here, there's a moss arrow and a gravestone of all things. We're going to continue down. There's another gold goblet here. And now we are actually arriving down this staircase. So, or actually here, this is the staircase. So we can now go into the drawing room, and we have the servants' quarters that are down these staircases, and we can now access that gate from the north. So in the drawing room we have a statue. We have the key for this door, which we don't need. We have a healing fruit. This door is always open. And I think we're safe here too. You can't go down here. Here's a gold vase. Here's that gate. We're actually going to open that gate. So we're going to come in from there a little bit later. We're going to head down to the basement now and cover the servants' quarters. Servant is in one of these rooms. I can't remember which one. Oh, we should have taken his purse. This room here, I think, is empty. Yeah, just an empty front locker. But the room that he was in are 2 stacks of copper coins. Here's an empty room also. I like this servant's level because it is what I assume a proper servant's quarters to be. Basement, no windows, very small and confined, you know, moldy, and as inconvenient and unpleasant as you could imagine. Here's another servant, a maid. Head in here, this is the storage room. Here. So this is actually not a readable. It's just a junk item. When you lift it, there are 2 items underneath that we can take through. There's a hole there, and it's very difficult to place this back, so I'm just gonna pretend like I stuck my hand underneath. So that's 2 more gold goblets. Total 1478. Oh. Here's a healing potion. Another empty room. You can hear a machine. Yet another empty room with some leg shackles or something. Okay, in here there's a woman. Readable that I'll read first. Look, mate. Neither of us is happy about having to do it, but neither of us makes the rules. Vizier wants the strike put down, we got to do it. I know there might nasty with them picks, but Vizier gives us all the swords and arrows we want. Shouldn't have took over his nice cellar and all. Okay, in the kitchen, there's a water arrow and there's a fire arrow in the fireplace. We need to get this goblet without getting spotted.
He's right here!
Yeah, I thought so. We can stand right here because we're covered behind that little metal bar in the fireplace. If she comes over and stations herself there again, then we're good. She does. Good. She stations herself by the fireplace also. So now we have all the loot down here, 1493. We're gonna head up here to this ledge. Now we come up to that little vent next to the gallery on floor 2. We need to go in there, but we need this gold candlestick, and then we can jump to the other side. And then come out here again. Let's see. Watch for that guard down there, he can see us. There's also some guards up here that can't see you. I want to be careful here. 2 stacks of copper coins and 1 stack of silver coins. So this is on the northern part. And in here is a basement. That's actually the basement of a factory. But you can't enter this way because there's a lamp there, and you'll get caught.
I thought I saw something.
By this guy every time.
You know I see you, don't...
You can rush in here and only get a first alert, but I'm Supreme Ghost thinking that isn't allowed. Okay. Is that up there? There are some guards around here. When you're exposed like this, it's tough to know exactly. On the roof here, you can see maybe that there's a mine. There are 5, I think, 5 or 6 carrots. But there's a mine there. Over here's a moss arrow. Okay, nobody alerted here. See, there's a guy in the window down there. I don't know if he can see us at all. But anyway. There's a guy on a balcony there too, you see? Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump over here. Without taking damage. You can do that on the mantle up there.
Oh!
Oh, we can do that. There we go. You can't get up further here. Oh, there's a guy that saw us, is there? Is there a guy up there that saw us? I don't know, maybe. But now he didn't. So I want to drop back here. Here's a building that's very, very unique. In here there's a gold plate. But if you wait too long to go into this building, the gold plate will disappear and a woman will spawn. She has a key that we will need, so we need her to spawn. But we want to take the loot first because the loot disappears. Now luckily we can get down to this place from above later, so we don't have to go outside to enter it. But you can't go up through this vent. Something else interesting here is up here. There is something up here. There, you see that behind? Let's see, I'll show it to you. Now, you can pick it up, so I'm not sure why I won't do that now. There. There's a medallion. And it's a junk item. Behind that pillar. Or between the barrels. I have no idea why it's there, if it's a mistake or something, but it is there anyway. So, yeah, let me know if anybody knows anything about that. But it's there. So, yeah. I wanted to come here now. Get back down here. We want to drop here. Here's a water arrow. Whoa. I don't know why I can't mantle up there, because that's what I'm supposed to be able to do. Okay. Oh, I definitely got caught by that guy in the window there. For sure. You can't hear those alerts. That's the worst. Here, kind of. In here, there's a gold candlestick. Go across here. Here's a broadhead arrow. Okay, I'm gonna reload. So. Oh yeah, that's not where it is. Here. So moss arrow here. So you can't go into this building at all. You can only take that candlestick. Inside the window.
Hello?
Oh.
What's there? Hello?
Yeah, we have to wait here. So annoying that when you
Hello?
jump too far.
Hello?
How does he see me there? There we go. Now, we can go back in here and go through this gate without ever having to go around that long route. Do we want to close this now? I think we do. Yeah. Okay, now we can get up here and leave. So now we're done in the Vizier's place for now. Let's save it. So now we're in this part of town here. There's a guy with a lantern. So we're now in the far northeastern part of town. Let me see. I'm not going to need to pick the lock on this door, but I wanted to show you where it goes. Small apartment without anything. Except for a readable. Give me a break, Jalen. I inform you of a very important inconsistency, and that's the response you give me. You honestly don't find it the least bit odd that the Vizier uses electric lights in that sinister den of his, and not the wondrous gift he has foisted up the valley? I'm not having it. At least with fire, I know the risks I'm dealing with. Okay. So here we can open this one. That takes us down to that factory basement. But we have to get in through that door.
Well, it was nothing, I guess.
We can't with him there, so this isn't a viable entry either. So that's why I don't need to pick the lock on that at all. There was a rope arrow on the barrel, though, right by that guy down there. Okay.
Hey.
He has a lantern, so I gotta be careful. There's a also another patrolling guy here without any lights or weapons, but he has a dagger that I want to take. There he is. And here's a bowl with 3 coins.
What? Something's wrong.
A little bit of a tough area because you gotta dodge both of them.
Huh?
There. Oh, there's also... Is there something else down
Did
here?
I just see what I think I saw?
Yeah, there's a moss arrow here. But everything else is closed. So you can drop down from that balcony right there onto the tree if you want to. This is an alley that is completely empty. Just for show. We'll wait for him to pass back. That you can't read here. Shall we?
I thought I saw something.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Hey.
There. This is an area you can't get into. It's just supposed to provide some extra depth. We're gonna rope up here, actually.
Huh. How many damn rats around here?
What? Oh, okay. There's a gold candlestick quite well hidden there. Now we're going to go in here. Guild of the Fine Woodworkers. That's actually the factory that we visited from below. You can't go anywhere up here. So here you don't need to pick any locks or anything. So there's a couple of floors with some woodworks. Here's the red ore that was talked about. See, there's powder on the floor. And in here there is a gold nugget Total 1853. And then we have to go down and get that piece of loot that is in the basement. And then we can do through here.
Something is strange.
So now we're coming to the back side of where that other guard is. So there you can see him. And there is the rope arrow right there. You can't read that. And there's a dead worker down here.
Did you see something?
And up here it's a dead end.
Something.
Got that loot as well. Okay. We want to follow this guy now. Okay, this is a little bit difficult. We have to go up to an apartment up there, and I don't think you can rope up to that one easily. I don't understand why I'm getting those clangs there, because that's... You're crouched and you drop. You're supposed to stay crouched. I do think that frame rate has a bigger impact on ghosting than I thought. Because after I started playing some of these missions on a laptop, then it isn't as... That doesn't have a very good video card. And that really hampers my sneaking ability many times here. So this door opens actually when we come in here. It's just supposed to be a scare factor, I think. So it's because of, it's a scripted opening of the door. But it seems like it's evidence of us being here. So I'm going to close it because it wouldn't have been open if I didn't get in here. Wait. I wonder if we can avoid opening that door altogether. Yeah, we can. Good. I guess we can read this. Formal assignment. Common authority. You are obliged to conduct the monthly audit of the domiciles of Vizier, Il-Taryn, and Supraward, Ducre, to affirm that they are upholding the conditions of the armistice. This includes a visual inspection of the item and an interview of the child in their respective care. You will undertake this audit on 12 Craggenmense 834. So I should have looked that up, but I think these are German words for month, and Monat is month in German. So, but Craggenmense, I'm not sure what it is. Notice received first Craggenmense 834. I know it is a pain in the arse, but at least it ain't hard. Neither of them have failed an audit before. They aren't going to fail one so close to the end. The end of what? So we were able to avoid Okay, now we need to go up to this apartment. We can do like that. There is a moss arrow here. There's one window we can open. There. Can read a letter here. You're kidding, right? How many times have we gone over this with him? Tell him if he even offers to pay the invoice with carrots again. We'll do a little experiment with how good them veggies grow when they're shoved up his arse. So those are the ones that put the mine in the middle of the carrot patch. Down here. Stack of silver coins here. And there's a guy that's right here. I'm gonna be quick here. There. That's one of the last things I found in the mission, was that hidden lever underneath. There was a gold vase down there, but I want to be quick, so I instead wanna unlock this one. Keep that open and get a purse. That purse is worth 100, total 2115. Okay. I want to read this scroll hidden in Guild Roof. Luceda, I sympathize with your cause. Should it come to pass and an indictment be successful, you have my assurance that leniency would carry. With Mott be the glory, Zarn. So some of these readables here are a little bit cryptic in
Thought I... Hey!
come on.
Huh.
He heard me. He heard me. He heard me. Not hear me there.
I went to my room.
See, I just noticed that I actually forgot a piece of loot.
There's something there?
But that I can take real quick now. So we do need to open that door anyway then. Because there's a piece of loot in here. A silver nugget. So I'm gonna close it. Even though it was a scripted response, kind of.
Did I just see what I think I saw?
Okay, then we gotta wait. So now we're done in these northern streets. So now we're gonna head into this building, which is the Supraward's building. Now, I'm not really sure what a Supraward is supposed to be. I don't think it's an official term. I tried to look it up, but I think it's an authority figure within law. You know, either a judge. You know, ward is short for warden, so I don't know if it's supposed to be some kind of legal authority figure. No. You can make those clangs there. Now we want to go up here. Can't continue here because there's another gate that is closed. So now we're in the Supraward's basement. Time for a real save. See, I think there's a guy on his way here, so maybe we can hide here. He sometimes gives a first alert there. No, he didn't now. If you hide there by the door, he does give an alert, but there's some loot in there. You can also climb up here, up to the top floor. So we're going to get a map of this building too, but not right now. Okay, here are 2 broadheads, if you prob that, but behind this you have a very tall stack of coins and 2 other ones. So we're going to get up here now. Here, and around here is a silver nugget that you can't see from the outside. Actually, 2377. I'm gonna make sure he isn't below right now. He's not. Move on here. I don't think there was any readables here, were there? No. Here's a bottle of wine and a loaf of bread. There is a guy that comes in here. But nobody comes into the kitchen as far as I remember. No, there he is. Okay. There's 3 pieces of cheese here on this table. There's a readable there, and I'll get that in a little bit. But in the kitchen there's also a goblet. $24.42. And then we can move in and read this. Vendry and cooking staff, I've always appreciated your services and your dual duties. After this recent illness with Glenn, however, I insist that his meals be prepared henceforth in the master kitchen. It is likely the Vizier will fabricate all sorts of injustices once his son is returned. We must have as few true incidents as possible. Some gibberish signature there. Here, we are safe because nobody comes in here. So here's the staircase up. We're not going to take that. But I want to show you that back here, behind some rubble, there is a fire arrow, a water arrow, and a moss arrow. So you can go up here to the top floors, but we're not doing that.
Is someone there?
Instead, we're going to wait for that guy to come past, and then we are going to go past here. Okay. So here's a room. Here is a... Oh, let me show you how this works. Down here is a key. Barracks side door. That works here. Flip that. That's the gate that we saw that prevented us from going in here. And then you can get up into an area that I will get to from a different door a little bit later. But we don't need that key. We don't ever need to go to this area. Here's a broadhead arrow over here. Here's just the window. We're gonna head up here. Here are a couple of footlockers. I'm thinking that this one has a flash bomb. and it's pickable. These two are empty. And then here's some loot. 2 stacks of copper coins, and there's a readable. This is it, Balor. We stuck it out through the bad years, and the Supraward noticed. Tell me the pay is better and the day-to-day more carefree. You were right to keep at it. Every day that passes he's in a better mood. The first year was tough, but with the Vizier passing audit after audit, you could tell he started to relax. Now he's downright merry most of the time. I honestly expected more anxiety again as the deadline drew closer. Guess he's not worried about whether he will... whether he'll see her again, just excited for when. Okay. So I'm gonna open this. So this is a way that we can get up without having to go up the main stairs. And now we can see from above that grate that we saw from below earlier. And now you saw that there's a woman down there. This is the basement where we took the gold plate earlier. We're going to need to go down there, but we're going to use a rope arrow to do so.
Oh!
We have to actually grab the rope, Garrett. Okay. I was hoping maybe I should shoot a little bit closer to that end, actually. That'll be better. She has a key that we need. And we can actually drop down here, and we can grab that key. Supraward Keeper Key. That's all we need from down here. Now we're going to need to get some loot later on. Now that's droppable, so we're going to have to return that key, but that's okay. So now we're getting up to the Supraward's first floor. There are 3 floors, but there's quite a lot of levels here. There's a map right on the couch there that I'm going to want to take. Let's make it a little bit safe here. Stacks of... Whoa. No, we can't have that clang. These 2. There's a skull on the other side. Take a map. And then we can take a look at this building here. So here we go. This is then the residence of the Supraward, Northeast Wing, Floor 1. Surveyed 24... 1 a month, wasn't that May? I think it was. May 31. So we are now... Where are we now? I think that we are down here. I think this is where we arrived. Pretty sure that's where we arrived from. This is the living room here. This is the fireplace. So we have a captain's quarters, we have a kitchen pantry, and a staircase up. So that's going to be a staircase we will use to go up. This is outside, actually. All here. This is a little balcony indoors, but there's access points to the outside here. Then there's floor 2. So this is the staircase that you can take from here to go up. There is a northeast section on floor 2 here that is sort of self-contained. You go up to floor 3, you'll get to here, but you have to go back down there in order to go to the area south of the dining hall. You can go here, you can go up some stairs there. Yeah, you won't get further than this. You can go upstairs here, and then you get to this section, the drawing room, and that is the same as that. So it's just to show this west wing, which is a private area. And then you can go down again here and get to this portion. And then you can move further west, which will then take us outside again. So I'll refer to a couple of these areas as we go through it.
Huh? I hear you move, and you're dead.
Yeah, there's loot up here, so we have to get up here. There we go. If we go out here, we come outside actually. This is the door that I came out earlier that I showed you guys. And here you can move up further. Up here. Then you get out to the balcony that I was just up taking that candlestick. But you can't go really much further than this right now. You can jump over to a ledge there and crawl around, but that sort of bypasses where we're supposed to be right now. Captain of the guard. We don't need to go in here. Or do we? Oh, no, we do. No, we don't. So I'm gonna go there, but...
Someone behind me?
Here's the captain of the guard. He does a scripted hunt maneuver, like that. And he's supposed to be looking at the letter. He isn't right now, but... This letter here. Rander. The premise is simple. If some malefactor were to dispatch you during an attempt on the skull, they would have the key right at hand. With the first key in my quarters, we increase the chances that an intruder will be caught before they can access it. You ought not see this as mistrust of your ability. Given what's at stake, I wouldn't have assigned you to guard the skull if I had any doubts. P.S. It doesn't help that this first lock remains so vulnerable. See to it that the smith replaces the whole damn mechanism. So, there are 2 keys that accesses a skull that we don't know anything about yet. So that we're going to learn a little bit about in not too long. I have to wait for this guy to come. Or, no, he's going upstairs. No, he's not. He's coming over here. We do have to move east into the kitchen. So we are now right here. So we're going to have to move in here and get some loot. In the kitchen there's 5 loaves, 4 apples and 2 carrots. The dumbwaiter. If we send that up. There's a gold goblet underneath. I'm not gonna take that up. I like the background sound in this part of the building. He sees us too. There's people that can see you from quite a big distance here.
Did that shadow?
Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait for him. The upper floor here is not that difficult. It's when we get to the Supraward's quarters that things get dicey. Thought there was something in here. Oh yeah, oh look at that. Cleverly hidden gold candlestick. 2587, okay. There's a painting as well. Here you can go down, but we're not going to do that. She's coming down, so we're going to wait her out. Here we go. So now we're in the staircase on the floor 2. So we have now an option. We can go south or north. We're going to go north because you can only proceed in the mission going south. So we'll go back there afterwards. There's a gold goblet. And in here there are 2 bottles of wine, 2 goblets. This room up here is an artifact. And I don't think there's anything else. You can't read this. This door is always open. This area is empty. There are some guards that can see us from above here. Get a little bit further, but here is an office.
Huh?
Okay. Didn't know how far that woman came, but apparently she comes all the way in here. Can't close this one, I think. No, you can't, and there's no key for it, so that'll have to be remaining open. But that was a bracelet of some sort, total 3062. Now we're moving up to floor 2 here. There's a purple vase. Okay. There we go. Are we safe here? We probably are, actually. This... This is Elena's bedroom right here. The daughter who was taken and are now with the Vizier. Yep. Elena, Ducre's dear child. Here, take the candlestick, and then I think in here there is a water arrow as well. Okay, if we move a little bit further here, here's an apple. This is then a room that isn't revealed properly. Down now, because we're done. So we basically now have covered all of the northeast wing. Yep, that was Elena's room. I'm not going to go back down to floor 2. Here's a... This looks like a trap. Now we can move into this area. There is a patroller here as well. Okay. Go this way, there's nothing to pick up. However, can go out here and take a look. Over there's a flash bomb. DirkBogan likes to hide flash bombs on difficult corners. And this is where you can actually enter. If you jump across to this parapet here, go into this Supraward this way. Get straight to the second floor. Not gonna need to do that though. In here, there's a spice bag very well hidden. 3187. Then there's a deer leg, a loaf, and 2 cheeses on the table. Importantly, there is a silver nugget and a gold plate here. That is actually Ducre right there. Here, take a gold plate up there as well. That's the dumbwaiter, where it comes up. Gonna wait for the guard to come back here. There he is. Here. So we've now moved south. We're going to head in here first, and then we're going to go to this area and then upstairs. Bottle of wine. Here. Here's an artifact. So we're now in the western portico. You can go in through that window. Climb up one of the ledges. There's a blue gem. This door here opens to the western portico key right here. We do not need that.
Hey.
I did not know he came all the way in here. Okay, let's see. Let's hope that we can hide from him. We can't hide there for sure. I'm not going to save it here, so let's see if we can hide. This door is open. Not sure why. Let's close it just in case. This is the drawing room. You can't get spotted from above here. Here's a goblet. Nothing else. Just a area that's carved out with 4 statue heads. Did I miss something here?
Something there.
I think maybe I missed something. No, it can't be in there. There we go. Some glasses here. 3487. Coming up on
Someone there.
a little bit of a tough area here. Let's actually make a real save. I took the glasses, yeah.
Who's there?
Yeah,
Is
there's an
someone
archer
there?
above. There's Ducre himself that comes down. And then there's that other guard. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for that archer, basically.
Hello? Is someone
Oh, that
there?
little nudge there. If I'd done that, I would be able to get this one. All right, I think we'll wait him out. Okay.
Hello? Show yourself.
Oh, okay, it was him. I just have to go a little bit slower then, I guess.
Hello?
It's difficult to know how far above his head he can actually see. here. Okay, I'm gonna make, I guess I'll make a real simple of that. I'm gonna show you guys something now. Here is a big document, and it says important document question mark. Ratified hereby and withal, Vizier Il-Taryn and Supraward Ducre in presence. Cessation of hostilities under provision of the following terms. Conditions for the estate of Vizier Il-Taryn. Permanent safekeeping of Ducre item, the Iron Facade. Safekeeping of Ducre hostage, Elena, age of 4 years. For 5 years from date of signature. Conditions for the estate Supraward Ducre. Permanent safekeeping of Il-Taryn item, Skull of Mott. Safekeeping of Il-Taryn hostage, Glenn, age of 8 years. For 5 years from date of signature. Failure to uphold stipulations and will rightfully void the suspension of violence, and any exchanged goods or persons that remain will be destroyed as equitable retribution, witnessed and confirmed by the common authority. 5 Earned Monat, 829. So it's signed by both the Vizier and the Supraward. So, once we read that, we get a new objective. The Iron Facade was exchanged for the Skull of Mott as a guarantor for the armistice. The skull must be of similar value. Steal it. So this letter now has been changed to an armistice, which is just a ceasefire, basically. It's a truce between two parties. So now we get a new objective. However, this objective I'm not going to do because it technically, or it usually runs into problems for me, and I'll explain that later. But also we have to pick up 2 keys that disappear, and we have to leave those gates open that the keys open. We have to leave the vault open, basically. So I'm not going to do that. It doesn't feel very Supreme-like to do that. So if I can avoid it, then I'm gonna avoid it. So I'm not going to read this. However, once you read it,
Who's there? Is someone there? Hello? Anyone there?
Hey, what was that?
something interesting happens.
Noise stopped. Guess it was nothing.
And I'll show you what that something is.
Hello? Show yourself.
Let's see, I want to drop here.
Oh!
It doesn't matter if I lose, take health here. That was not a good jump.
Nothing here now.
Can even blackjack this guy. If we now don't do anything else, we can go all the way back to the beginning of the mission. Drop in here. You can hear sound, and there is a message here. Garrett, I'm impressed. You're leaving the valley with neither the skull of Mott nor the Iron Facade. Do I detect a concern for innocent children in that callous, thieving heart of yours? You may return to the city. Everything is proceeding as foretold. Keeper Artemis. So now, all of the objectives have cancelled except for don't kill anyone, and your actions have spared the lives of Elena and Glenn. So that is actually a viable way to end the mission. So you can do that. And then we got as much loot as we had taken, but you can basically take essentially all the loot. For Supreme, you can't. You have to skip one item. But we can basically take all the loot that we need and leave the mission like this without taking any of the main objectives. I'm not going to do that, mainly because I feel that Supreme is about doing as many objectives as possible within the Supreme rules. I'm going to skip the skull one, because like I said, you have to leave a couple of doors and gates open for that, so that it doesn't feel very Supreme-like to me. And I also, that's probably like an OCD thing, I don't like to have objectives cancelled if I can avoid it. I don't like to see all these red marks. I like to have all of them checked off if possible at the end of the mission. And this objective here is not even going to pop up since we're not going to read the armistice. So that is not going to be in there. So all the objectives in our list will be checked off, and that's what I feel is the best way of doing it. So we're going to go back to this one right now. So we're then going to instead just cover this top floor without worrying about the Skull of Mott. So we're not going to take that armistice. Take a diamond here. And here is the only piece of loot that we have to skip. It's a gold candlestick worth 50. It's a light source. So I'm not going to take that. That's worth 50. It's just a little reading nook, but can't take anything there. But here, there's a ring worth 100 total, 37.87. That armistice there, to trigger that objective, would also not be able to be returned. You can drop it on the ground, but you can't hang it back up. So that, with the vault being open, as you're going to see, I just feel that's too in violation of Supreme if you can avoid it. You can, in this case. I know objectives prevail. That was the Supraward coming in the instant that I thought I was free. We were actually going to head into...
Let's go trouble.
They heard that. I thought that since there was carpet or rug, they wouldn't hear it. So he has a key on him. That's actually one of the 2 keys that you need to get the Skull of Mott. So that's a pickpocket. I'm not going to take that since I'm not going to take that skull at all. But you can see that he has a key on him. So that would be another, minor violation, I would say. Unnecessary pickups, right? Here's a readable.
What's there?
That we actually can't read at all.
Who's there? Is some
How did he see that? I was above him. I don't know what I bumped into there, but it wasn't that. Okay. No, I'm gonna have to go back to that nook. There's nowhere to hide up here. Just those weren't timed well. Last time they both left at exactly the same time. They didn't do that now. Whoa. Why can't I catch the rope there? Should I just not have used it? Just go back down then and climb up like normal. I'm sure the other guard's gonna come now. This is a little bit of a secret area. You can't see this area from the outside. So here you actually have Glenn. And what I assume is the Vizier's picture, his dad. And then you have a purse worth 41, total 38.28. So then we've seen both Elena and Glenn. This is also dangerous. You don't want to get spotted by anybody.
Who's...
We have to get out of here, and I don't remember exactly how I did this. Yeah, I can't do that.
Sir? Was that you?
Seems like that Ducre comes out of there pretty quickly here. That's how I did it. That's it. How I did it last time too, I think.
What?
And now, of course, he comes back. All right.
Who's there? Oh.
We can hide here, can't we? Oh, yeah, okay. They're both here now. Okay, so this is then the balcony. Supraward Ducre, who lights our valley with the ancient secret. So here the frame rate drops for me on my laptop. No problem on my desktop, but don't have a good video card on my laptop, so that's the reason. So you can't really do anything from up here, but the view is nice. Okay. We're gonna head in here next. So here's a door. That's the entry to the Suprawards. And here's a... He looks like he's sleeping because he's not moving, but he is sitting and very much awake.
There is disharmony here.
So I wanted to catch that, and that's actually him alerting to the door being open. If you leave the door open, he'll give the same remark. So when he sees the door open, whether he opens it or not, he alerts to it. So that kind of breaks immersion, doesn't it? Here is an artifact. $38.48. There's where the guard is, from behind. So we need to get into his quarters, but that we can do from up here fairly easily. Up here there should be a moss arrow also.
The balance has been disturbed.
So there he alerted to the door opening again. He just walked the other way. Okay. 2 goblets here. 3 bottles of wine. 2 artifacts. And in here we have a key. That's the other key to get the skull. And you can see this says the Iron Facade, so this is where it used to be, but the Vizier has taken it. Let's read this. Those I trust report that the Vizier has taken to displaying a piece of an ethereal crystal in that self-aggrandizing exhibit of his. It is not enough to fill the valley with his ores. He must claim to work of my own tradition as a product of his vile, polluting industry. Or that my dearest did not languish in his grim abode. Offense upon offense, they must be repaid. Yet there is no prohibition on revenge against whoever betrayed this piece of our heritage to him. That will have to suffice. Once we recover them, or at least until she returns to me. Each day I wish to obliterate that macabre trophy of his, that skull. Its glare alone would warrant it. His transgressions merely confer the justification. I would deign to task a saboteur with destroying the Iron Facade, ancient though its magic is, just so I could shatter his heirloom with just cause. But the boy, he does not yet deserve the penalty. We will see how the Vizier poisons him upon his return. Okay. And you have this statue here, 4143. There's nothing else in here except for pretty to look at. He might come up here now. That's just the way back down to that door that he uses. There's nothing else there. Okay. So now we have basically moved into the private area. So we have covered all of this now. So we can actually go down by lowering ourselves through this little planter section. It's like a planter staircase. So now we are back to floor 2. We came down into this area. So from this to this. So now we can access the balcony again here. So there we could have taken the west portico key and get out there. So here we can't get in. And here it's not blocked off. You can jump over here easily enough, but we'll see. Goblet.
Who's noising about then?
Let's see if we go into this area. Could have gone down there too. Here is key. Western wall exit, and that opens this. That you can return as well. But I'm not gonna. We can return it. I don't know if I was actually aware of that. But we are not going to return that way. So, yeah, I'm not going to deal with that key because you have to block the gate and then return the key and then go through the gate when it's open. So that I'm not going to do. I'm going to wait for him to come back.
What's that?
let's go up here. Here is a guard, but he just stays like that. He never moves. Get an artifact. Go out here. Then he'll catch you.
Something moved there?
Okay.
Something moved there?
Oh, come on, I can do that. So, 42-28. Okay. So now I notice something that yeah. Let's load and make a real save here. There's a guard up above here. Every single time I play this mission, that guard has been stuck.
What was that noise?
Every single time I've played, every single time I've gone up here on any playthrough, he has been stationed here. One time he faced this direction, I think, and another time he faced this direction. Or he faced like that. So, this is where we need to go. This is the vault, where you can use the 2 keys and then get the Skull of Mott, which is in there. The Skull of Mott is also a light source, but it's an objective if you read the Armistice, so that isn't an issue. But you'll leave both of those gates open, you'll leave them unlocked, and you cannot return the keys. And when he was stuck like that, I was never able to enter for Supreme. I could do it for Ghost, I could rush in there and only get a first alert. This is camera 1. I don't think there is a camera in here, so I'm not sure what that is for. But yeah, now he was patrolling around, which he's supposed to do, but I've heard of other people too reporting on him being stuck. So that made the decision even easier for me that I was going to skip this area.
Hey, what was that?
I see you.
Okay. We have to go in to the top attic. You can see that. So we'll just have to wait for him there too. Yeah, we can't do that. We got to mantle up on the actual railing here.
Odd noise.
And he is very alert as well.
What was that noise?
He hears the slightest tap. Do it like that, because up here, there is a candlestick 4278. That's the only reason we need to get up here, really, to this floor. Hear that. Yeah, well, that wasn't what I meant to do, obviously. You can stand here in this shade here. We'll just wait for him to do another round. so we should be able to... Supreme Ghost this mission, shy 50 loot of the max total.
Who's there? Oh.
Thief 1 guards don't usually alert to doors opening and closing, so this guy is set to maximum alert level. Or sensitivity, whatever you, however you quantify that in Dromhead. Now we can go out here. And now we can actually just jump over here. I don't know why we got stuck there, but we did. We shouldn't make that clang. Let's see if we can jump up to an area that's a little bit safer.
Tricks on me.
Because there's a guard over there that might see us. So we can drop down there and then just land in a mantle. That is my goal here right now. Remember this to be that big of an issue, really. Okay. Can we mantle up further down? Is that better? Yeah.
Someone behind.
Can't do that clang.
Who goes there? Is that you?
Alright. Let's wait for this guard to come out here. We'll figure something out. Not sure what's going on here. Don't have anything to block with either, you know. That's the problem.
I hate. Is that you? Wait. Who's that?
Can we jump up on that thing?
Okay, you Tapper. I'll find you.
That maybe is the better thing to do. Let's do that. No, not like that. No. Goodness gracious. Okay. I didn't get seen or heard there. That was not very stealthy. By any means, but I got over. Okay. Now, we're going to do a couple of things here. Let's first drop down here. Okay. Here. Here's the silver nugget and a note. Boss ain't bothered. Bossed if there's heaps of silver and gold around these past years. Still wants all she can get. Now's people out the valley who want it. Okay. Here's a very creepy crate with a head in it, it looks like. And here's a flash bomb. DirkBogan loves his flash bombs. Here's a bow. And quiver without anything in it. Oh, that guy saw me. Sneak over here then. So we're now on the southern, southwestern part of town, if you will. And here is a flute. 4778. 4478. Due to these guards up here, we have to just sneak. I wish you could set a speed modifier to walk forward to be as fast as strafing. Okay. Now, we could have gone over there now and returned... No, sorry, we can't do that yet. Sorry, my bad. I was going to say we could return the keeper key, but we can't do that because we haven't used the key yet. We're going to head down here. There's only one guard in this part of town. Custodians. This is actually the building where you can use the Supraward keeper's key. So that we are going to use. Here, 3 stacks of gold coins. But then you also have a panel in the floor. We're going to move the bedroll first, otherwise that's going to fall down. There's the switch under here. And we find a secret keeper sanctuary place. What it looks like we're going to fall over, but we won't. And a readable. Not a word of his radical exegesis has convinced me. Craggenmense has seen a torrent of bloodshed in our lifetime. It need not see another. Success in this regard will no more confirm the prophecies than failure. They speak nothing of these events, nor of his character. Okay. So there's nothing else in here except for a button in the ceiling. That will open up one of the doors up here. That door can't be closed though. So, but here's a medallion. 4653. That's exactly the same as the medallion that we found as a junk item in That basement where we found the key to access this place. Okay. Take that. Close this back up. There. And then we can lock this place. Then we're gonna head down to one other building down here. Let's see. I think actually I'm gonna go up here. And wait for that guy. This is safe public passage through the Vizier upper mine shafts. Access via this private residence for a fee. He didn't hear that or see that. So this is a mine shaft entrance access point. Oh, that's right. He can see you through the door. I remember that. There's two broadheads down there. There. Oh, he didn't see me. We want to move in here. Okay, I think this one is empty, sorry. 2 stacks of coins up here. Then there is a panel that you can access. Here you can open up the main gate. I'm not going to do that. But at the end of the mine shaft there's a gold nugget. But you can't go any further than this. Yeah, so he sees you through that main door there too. Again. Just head back. I don't want to go out there with opening that huge thing. Oh, he was right there. I thought he was at the other end. So we have 4790. That's what we should have.
Who's there?
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that he did first alert still. Okay. Alright, so now we have to head up there. There's a pickaxe in the lamp. So here's a ring. And you also have a readable. I'm not convinced it's anything we should be worried about. The ore lights were installed months ago, and the valley hasn't suddenly become stricken with feeble workers or widespread disease. Add to that the past few years of ceasefire, and life seems better than it has in a long time. Whose purse would bear the brunt of electric infrastructure for the whole valley mine? Or are you offering? Sure, the Vizier is trying to curry favor with the people, but a conspiracy? Give me a break, Jalen. Alright. So up here there is a bottle of wine. And that's about it. So here there's cease your investigation into the growth. That seems to have been knifed to the wall. Here's a window with some loot as well, and we're going to continue climbing up here. We're now in the far southwestern section. Here's an artifact, and here's a dead thief in there. You can't actually get into this building, at least I don't think. It's supposed to be a little bit enticing you to do so. Okay. We can get to here. So this is the entrance, the top entrance to the Vizier's building. So we have to get that path past this guard. We have now 4960. That's what we should have. Let's make a real save and see how we can do that. First thing I do is jump up here. You can jump onto this lamp. And then we should be able to make an angle jump and mantle over there as well.
Hey.
Without getting a first alert. Okay, almost. If you drop down directly, he's going to see you. Not sure why I can't jump there. Let's go back a little bit, maybe. Okay. Why? There we go. Just didn't get full momentum earlier. Now we're getting to the other side of him. I don't think that he... Yeah, you can't operate this lock. You have to go over the wall somehow. Here's a gold nugget. Okay, so now we're on the Vizier's top floor, the floor that wasn't accessible earlier.
Hello? Is someone there?
So there are guards here. It can be a little bit tricky, but there's plenty of areas that you can hide in, really. So these guards here have the voices have been modified to sound deeper and have a lower pitch. I really like that. I think that is a really effective way of making them just different enough to make them ominous or scary. So obviously this is reminiscent of the sword. Throw back to that. So the Vizier is going through or changing something in the environment here that looks very magical. We're not going to go down there now. now on the east side.
Hello? Show yourself.
You can hear the voice there. It's just really deep and it's like a little bit muffled. It's a silver nugget. Right here is a goblet. 51.25. Here is a note. Don't want food. Want moss. Give.
Sir? Was that you?
Don't really need to go into this room here, I think. But there is a readable. My ever-reliable source has indicated that the Supraward is planning to send a saboteur to steal the Iron Facade. If only he knew that her divine eye can display the visions it records to others at my whim. How I long to see what sort of cretinous slime he sends to steal it. The look on their face when my sanctum is bathed in her beatific glow, and when he inevitably tries to void the armistice because I failed to safekeep his crass metal mask, so that he might deal the penalty to my beloved Glen. Oh, no sweeter taste than true justice then. His evil knows no bounds, it seems. He has no interest in destroying my heirloom, I'm sure, only my heir. Okay, we don't need that. Let's see. Go in here. There's a necklace worth 200, total 53.25. Their faces are really creepy too. We have to sneak back up there, but we can't do that with him there.
Hello?
Okay. Alright, so in here's a giant. Now we're moving up. Now on the middle level.
People up above me get all the light and get all the figures and I don't have Hello?
Read this. Once I defiled these mountains for plunder, to pile silver and gold in my yawning monstrous domain. The compulsion I feel to bore ever deeper, to uncover more of this sublime wisdom. It is only matched by my desire, my urge, my growing need to bring light and life, once more to flourish and overflow this dim valley with its warmth, to banish the depraved magic forever. I would, oh how I would take every chance to hasten it. Every branch of ivy, every clump of moss foretells his glorious return. So obviously, there's elements of the trickster here. Let's see. Are we going where we're supposed to be going here? No, I think we need to go down. Here, yeah. Here's a moss arrow. This is where we took the gold nugget when we entered. Here's a huge crystal, but there's a small nugget attached to it. 55.75. Let me make a real sound here. Now we need to head upstairs. He saw me. Thought we might be better cover than we were there. We don't have too much left, actually. We just have to get our way to the top level here to find the Vizier. And basically to get the Iron Facade. A couple more pieces of loot, too, we have to take.
Hello?
Did he come back already?
Nothing here now.
Wow. Oh, he was upstairs. That's... I really like these levels here. It shows how insane the Vizier really is. And I mean, I am a fan of Thief 1 over Thief 2. I like the Trickster as an enemy rather than the Builder. Or not the Builder. Karis.
Sir?
Difficult to know exactly where they are because you can hear enemies from different levels, on multiple levels. Here's a gold goblet. There's a skull with a torque. Its mouth, it looks like, or some kind of frame of a barrel. Is that what it is? So now we're really moving up to the higher levels here. So that's a locked gate. On this side, we can't go there.
Hello?
I think we actually have to go back and then go up one level in the staircase. I like the sound design of these floors, especially with that whole natural and organic sounds, like something that sounds almost like a heartbeat, and obviously the crickets and all that. But yeah, we're gonna head up here. A little bit of abstract level design that comes with meshing natural, like plant life and animal life with human creation. There's just a sort of an eeriness to it that, to me, is more intimidating and more engrossing than the mechanical aspect of the Mechanist, for example, in Thief 2. Thief 1, of course, is also the game I played first, so here's actually the Vizier. So there's greater sense of nostalgia, I guess, with things that trigger memories from Thief 1 rather than Thief 2.
Is this?
I didn't know what way he came. He has an inner sanctum key. We're gonna need to take that. And we're now going close to the inner sanctum down here. So I feel that he is a mage that has sort of gone rogue more than anything else. Here's another copy of the Armistice, but if you read this one, you don't trigger the Skull of Mod objective. If you don't trigger the other one and read this, you still don't trigger it. Wrong key. Took a gold nugget there. So we have 5,700 now. We're going to go out again that way, so. Alright, so here is an upside down room. Very reminiscent again of the sword. There's a piece of loot there. A gold plate with a deer leg attached to it. So we want to take the gold goblet or gold plate only. Okay, he did not see or hear us. So we now have 5750. That is max loot for Supreme. We could have taken 50 more with the gold candlestick that we skipped, but it's a light source. So you can leave here too. This is the gate we saw from the other side earlier. But I want to preserve Supreme, of course. Okay, so here is actually the Iron Facade right here. So if we take that. The light increases. Make you more exposed, I guess. I don't think I've ever seen that. So that checks off that main objective. Here on his patrol route. We've locked that up. 5750, yeah. We just have to return this key now. There's one more readable that we have to get. see. We can go all the way down here, can't we? Now, luckily, we don't have to go back same way that we came. Or do I maybe want to do that? Because I need to return that key.
Was that you?
I'm thinking about maybe actually returning same way that I came, because we're going to come back down. In an area that isn't very beneficial for us.
Sir? Was that you?
Oh, wow.
Look over there.
Yeah. Gotta wait for these guards to come. I think that we can actually maybe just leave through the double doors that we came in through. But I'll show you guys the other way down too. There are actually two other ways down. Oh, that he definitely sees. He's stationed now, so he won't give any alerts, but he definitely sees that from the side. We need to get down to that door down there. And yeah. Actually, I think that would be easier to do. Just drop here. Can't do that. Okay, well, just have to wait here then. Let's make a real save here. Let me show you. Okay. Here's a moss arrow, and here's a readable. Viz says we can't leave the green rooms, says we die. Don't want to leave anyway. All the moss I want is here. So he's obviously doing something to the guards, turning them into almost plants. Okay. So here we have two ways to get out. Here takes us above the dining room on the second floor. You can't go in through this area. And then we can go this way also. There's an open box, a rib cage. And this takes us down to the gate where we saw the warning. Right? We read that earlier. So those are two ways you can get out, but I think I'm actually going to do this. Here. Okay, I don't want to get spotted, obviously. I don't want to get spotted by that guy. Can we do this without getting seen? Okay, we can totally do that. There we go. Now we just have to sneak fairly slowly here. As long as we go slow here, we're not going to get caught, because they're too far away to give us direct alerts. We need to go into that door and drop the key off. Oh, come on. If you go out on the corner, you have enough room to sort of... There we go. Lock the door so that we can see sort of where she is. Now. Yeah, she didn't hear that. If they hear keys being dropped, then they go straight to hunt mode. Okay. Here we are. We don't have anything we don't need, right? Nope. Okay. So then now there's no scroll here, of course. We can grab our belongings and be done. Awesome. So unless there were any alerts that I didn't detect there, that should have been a successful Supreme Ghost of Ascend the Dim Valley. We didn't take any first alerts. We didn't use any arrows of any kind. We returned everything and we locked everything. Hopefully I didn't forget something there either. So the stats, we took 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 27 seconds. We found 5750 loot out of 5800. So we skipped the 50, which was on the, which was on the second floor of the Supraward's building, I believe. There was a gold candlestick that was lit up, so it's Supreme Boss to take light sources or remove light sources. We picked 2 out of 3 pockets. We picked 3 locks. That's as low as I can get it. And no backstabs or knockouts, no damage dealt taken, no healing taken, nothing and nobody killed. There we go. I really like this mission. I think that the design is fantastic, though I don't think it's as fun to ghost as compulsory egress, if I want to compare it to that. But I think design-wise, it's better. It has a little bit of a more natural flow. It's a little bit more linear, but it's masked. Sort of the design forces you in one direction, but with giving you the illusion of choice, basically. So I think the concept there is really cool. So yeah, let me think let me know what you think about this mission, rather. Next mission, I don't know what's going to be. I will do a couple more missions before my frequency will go down, like I mentioned. But I don't know which one, so we'll just have to see. So until then, stay safe, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.